Yo, how are you doing today? Welcome back to another episode of Prehistoric Speculation. And today I'm going to be doing a 5-minute rundown of the new feature focus that Frontier has just put out, detailing some of the more customization options you'll have in your park in Jurassic World Evolution 2. So let's move on to the first thing they've shown, building customization. This is something we've wanted since the game first released. It's incredible. The way they've done it seems like it's going to work perfectly on console just as it would work. Not just as it would work, but it would work well on console and it wouldn't be too finicky, and it just seems good for that use. It's not as in-depth as something like Planet Zoo or anything like that, they've said, but it's still much better than the first game. So, with the click of the button, you can cycle through different looks for the building facade, the roof and potential roof decorations, entrance style and location, and different types of outside signage and decoration. By mixing and matching different styles, you can quickly find something that works best for you and your parks. This shows just the level of customization we'll have. We'll be able to choose from multiple different roof, wall options, and all of that. We'll be able to change what the doors look like, what decorations are outside, like pillars, and all that stuff. That's really cool to see. Just like, just really nice to see. Colors are also fully customizable, so you can change the color of the roof, the primary color, which is the color of the walls, and the secondary color, which will be the highlighting and all that. You can also change the color of the lighting around the building, which is really exciting because it says this is optional to include lights in the first place, showing just the depth that they've added in. Moving on from that, no, not moving on. This is just a really good example of what they mean by this. We've got 3 of the same building, but all looking very different and all looking very cool. Moving on from that, we have decorations. We have finally had it confirmed that decorations will be in the game. This includes things like placeable tables, chairs, and benches that you can put around your park. I can't remember whether they said statues, but there will definitely be decorations to some level. I think you can actually see them in here, where you have the chair outside. That may be decoration, that may be one of the options you can toggle on and off. Either way, it looks really cool. So yeah, moving on from decorations, we have already seen the new skin system or heard about it, but they just confirmed it and went over it again in this new one, outlining how when you go through to create the skin of a dinosaur, you'll first choose the pattern, where there'll be like, say, 6 or 7, and then you'll go on to choose the colour. The colour isn't like, you don't choose it off of colour wheels, you can't have a neon pink T-Rex, but it's still much, much, much better than we had in the first game. So, moving on to the final thing that they have showed in this feature focus, we have got improved terrain editing. This is something, again, that was really lacking in the first game. You could make slightly, like, sloping hills, sloping dips, one type of water, shrubs, and trees. And that was it, all in brushes. Now you have brushes with, as well as a huge variety of placeable foliage, like bushes, rocks, logs, trees, all of that stuff. The brushes are also much better because you now have what we got in one of the later updates with sand and dirt and grass and all of those things in Jurassic Evolution. We'll be getting in Jurassic Evolution 2, but much more expanded with things like sand and on all the things like desert sand, mud, gravel, that sort of stuff too, allowing to make the floor much more interesting. We also have much more control over the height of our land. Apparently, we won't be able to build things like in Planet Zoo. So it says you won't be able to build your own mount. I don't know what the mountain called, but you won't be able to build your own mountain or anything like that. But it should be much more in depth and customizable than the first game. That's what this devlog's really about: customization. And that is the rundown of the devlog. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and leave anything you think I've missed in the comments below. So if there's anything that you thought was cool that I haven't mentioned, I think I've mentioned all of it, but just go over it. Cool. Right. See ya.